Costa Rica, everybody. We are here in our shamanic teachers training, and we have the pleasure to have Regan Hillyer with us. She is an amazing powerhouse, mindset coach, all about abundance and creating the life of our dreams effortlessly.
Yeah, that's right.
Please tell us a little bit about what you do, your work.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you so much for having me. It's such a privilege. And there's really, there's two core things that I help people do. One is I help people completely change their life and completely shift their external reality through going within and actually rewiring their mindset. And then the other side of it is I help leaders and artists and entrepreneurs and creators, visionaries, people with a really powerful message that they want to share with the world. And I help them tap into that and unleash that and impact millions of people through their authentic message.
It's amazing. How did you decide that you wanted to help people to have an abundant lifestyle, and also you decide that you want to do this for yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really organic process. I didn't just kind of wake up and go, oh, I think I'll become a coach. I grew up in a family in Auckland, New Zealand, where I was told that I had to go to school and get good grades and go to university and work really hard. And so I was doing that, and I was halfway through my architecture degree, and I just had this moment where I was just like, there's got to be more. Really, do I want to sit in a job for the rest of my life? There's got to be more. And that's when I dived into personal development and really started asking some big questions around, what is my purpose in life, and why am I here, and how do I help people and create an amazing lifestyle but help other people do the same. And so yeah, it was really an organic process of, quite honestly, being really lost, really confused, really just asking for more and trying to figure that out, and then just helping other people do the same.
That's amazing. Why do you think it's so important to have this abundant mindset lifestyle? And what is its benefits? What is the effect of it in our life?
Yeah, look, I think it's so important. I see so many people who don't live into abundance, right? And they're stuck in scarcity, and they're worried that there's not enough, there's not enough time, there's not enough money, there's not enough people. They get stuck in this. But, when someone truly taps into abundance, they really can receive anything that they desire in their life. And for me, seeing someone step into their greatness and truly live the life that they were born to live, that they deeply desire, I just think that's the most powerful thing ever.
It is so amazing when we tap into this powerful purpose that we all have inside of us. It's amazing. You having made your life purpose, you're actually a 7-figure business, a beautiful business that is working so well. It's blossoming every day more and more. Tell us what was your most powerful marketing tool that you used so far in your business?
That's a really great question, and it's an interesting one, because I think a lot of people would have a different answer. They'd be like, oh, it was this or it was that. For me, my most powerful marketing tool is me, right? And it really is my message, and it's digging deep into my message and my truth and my purpose each and every single day, and then creating authentic content from that, right? So when you unleash content that's from your heart, that's authentic, that's vulnerable, that taps into your truth, people feel that, and they're like, oh my gosh, and they want to know more, and they want to read more, and they want to work with you. So I think, the most powerful marketing tool is me, and it's my permission to dig deep into my message and then share that.
I love that.
Yeah.
So you would say that this is the secret of personal branding, and if you can give us a little bit more tip about personal branding?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the important thing to realize is that everyone has a personal brand. You may not be living into it yet, but last time I checked, there's no one on the planet like you, right? There's no other version of you walking around. There's no one that looks like you, walks like you, talks like you, thinks like you. And when you dig deep into what you truly believe and you dig deep into your purpose, something so powerful can happen. So I think, my biggest thing is that if you're not sure what your message is, or you're not sure what your purpose is, just really do the work and, spend the time journaling and thinking about it and visualizing and really going within and asking yourself, why am I here, and what am I put here to do, and who am I put here to help, and what is the legacy that I desire to create, and then live through that.
Yes. And while we are doing this, while we are building our business, we go through some ups and downs, right? Tell us, what was the biggest lesson that you learned, like a mistake or lesson, you know, that it was like an important like a turn point into your business model?
Right. It's such a great question, and there's been so many lessons. Like every day I'm learning something, right? But I think one of the biggest things for me was when I was creating this business, and this was quite a few years ago now, but on the outside it was doing really well, and everyone was like, wow, you know, you're so successful and you're making all this money and you're helping all these people and this is so cool. But what's really interesting is that it was like 1% out of alignment for me. It was 1% out of alignment. So the business model I'd created worked, but it was capped. So I could only impact so many people. And also, in terms of my own lifestyle, I had to be speaking in a certain place. So, you know, I want to be places like here, right? Like I want to be doing this, I want to be in Costa Rica, I want to be traveling the world, I want to do it all from my laptop, which is what I do now, right? But I couldn't do that at the time. So I think one of the biggest things was really realizing that you have to trust yourself and you have to choose alignment, and you have to be brave enough, to be honest, to actually maybe do something that's not like right, or do something that people don't expect you to do, or do something that other people are telling you shouldn't do because it's not the correct way, and really actually trust that. That was a big lesson for me.
So trusting our intuition and
Right.
not even listening to outside sources.
Yeah.
More about what we sometimes going against everyone.
Right.
I want to make this really clear, because I think we most of the time look for resources outside of us,
Right.
when we have all of it inside of us,
Right.
right? And like, what is the importance of shifting? Because sometimes you have negative mindsets from our childhood, from like a lifetime, or even from past generations, our family. How do we break them and transform into positive?
Right, totally. And look, everyone has negative mindsets and blocks and limitations. You know, if you didn't have any, you'd have everything that you desire. It's that simple. So I think the biggest thing is, you know, step one is to realize, you know, what is holding me back, right? What is that fear? What is that sabotaging behavior? What is that limiting belief? Like, where is that self-doubt coming from? And firstly, actually recognize that it's there. And the next step is to simply understand it and go, well, why am I creating this fear? Why am I sabotaging this? Like, why am I doing this? Because everything you're doing for a reason, right? Even if you're not aware of it. And then thirdly, the last thing is to simply choose to release it, right? Choose to release the negative mindset and act in spite of it, right? Successful people still have negative mindsets. They still have blocks and limitations. It's simply their ability to move quicker when they realize that they're there, rather than getting stuck in it for like hours or days or weeks or years even, right?
Wow, that's amazing. What are the most important two skills that an entrepreneur must have to have an abundant life and to build a beautiful business?
I think the two most important things, number one is your vision. I think you really need to have a really clear path of where you're actually heading. You know, if you're just stuck in the day-to-day, create something, try and help some people, try and make some money, and you don't know where you're going, then it's not going to propel you forward. So I think vision is one of the most important things. And secondly, it's your mindset. I mean, success is 80% psychology and mindset, and then only 20% what you actually do in your life and your business, right? So I think those are the two most important things.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Can you give us like some thoughts about how to get started in this career? Like, because once we find out what is our life purpose, we tap into this knowledge inside of us, which is like the true essence of us. What are the steps? How can we take these steps?
Right.
For action, like action.
Totally. So the first thing is you need to develop your message and your brand with your business, right? So you need to really figure out and get clear, what am I born to share with the world? You know, what am I put here to talk about? Like, what is that thing that is within me that I need to unleash? And then how do we start developing that into a brand, into a business, into products and services, into a vehicle that's actually going to create change and help people, right? So that's the first step. And then the second step is you need to actually launch your business, right? There are so many people with amazing messages that are so powerful, but because they never launch, they never make any money and they never help any people, right? So you actually have to get in front of people and actually launch what you have and live into your message. And then the third step is you want to accelerate it. So once you're monetizing your message and once everything's rocking and rolling and you're like, okay, cool, this is moving, this is good, that's when you want to start looking at, well, how do I move this forward? How do I scale this? How do I go big with this? How do I really move this as quickly as possible whilst keeping it in alignment so that the vision can come to life quicker?
Beautiful. Do you see social media now as the future of businesses?
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you're not on social and if you're not on pretty much all the platforms and if you're not showing up constantly, then you're missing the boat, to be completely honest. You need, I really believe like every entrepreneur needs to be on it. It's the way of the future. It's where it's going. And you know, like if I look at my business, you know, a good 95% of my income comes from social. I mean, it's the way of the future. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Wow. This woman is really a powerhouse and we can get so much out of this beautiful mind she has. Thank you. Share with us your one thought and message for few generations that wants to, you know, blossom in their true power, and for the people, like if you can give one message to everyone that is watching us right now, what would that be?
Right.
What it is?
Yeah.
Actually.
So I would let you know right now that what you have to say is important, right? And I would let you know that there's so much power in your message, and I would let you know that if you choose, you really do have the capacity to show up and impact the world and live your ideal lifestyle, making millions of dollars if you want to do that, impacting millions of people if you want to do that, and it's possible from everything you have within you. And at that time, realize as well that you can have it all. I mean, you don't have to sacrifice one area of your life for the other. You can be here, you can travel, you can make the money, you can impact the people, you can be healthy, you can be spiritual, you can literally have it all if you choose. That's what I'd say.
Abundance, abundance, abundance.
Right.
It's all about it. I love that so much. Thank you. Let us know, please. Share how can we find you, and if you're doing any trainings that we can go and you know, study with you all these amazing techniques.
Absolutely, absolutely. So best place is if you go to reganhillyer.com, you can subscribe to my blog and my email list there. But I'm on every social media platform and it's all under Regan Hillyer. So you can definitely find me on there, connect on there, say hi, I always respond, and let me know you came from this interview as well. Like that would be super cool, yeah. And then, yeah, in terms of what I do in my work, there's so many options. I run masterminds, live events, I have a lot of online trainings with people, you know, all over the world. So the best thing is just to live into my content and start reading some of it, and you can always reach out if you want to know more.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
Welcome.
I hope you will come back many times and share your gifts. I don't even have a word for it, but she is like so awesome. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Guys, make sure to subscribe and please share this video. Make a comment if you have any questions for Regan. I will make sure to pass it on to her and we will let you know everything that you want and more, okay? Thank you so much.